So, how did you do? Did you think there was a difference between needs and wants? Did you think they were the same? Well, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about needs and wants. And then at the end of this video, we'll go back and think about what we wrote and think if we would change our answer or if we learned something new or if we already knew the answer to needs and wants. A need. A need is something that we have to live or survive. So let's think about our bodies. Everybody has needs. And so when we think about just even our own body, what do we need to have to live or survive? We definitely need food and water, right? Our bodies were need water. We need water to grow the plants outside. We need rain so that the trees and the grass grow, so that the cattle can eat, so that we can get milk from our cattle, right? So we need water to drink and we need water to water the earth. So water is a need. It's something we have to survive. Food. If we did not eat and we went a really, really long time when we never ate, it would be unhealthy for us. And we could not live very long without having food. Food is a need. We have to have it to survive. What about our clothing? Do we need clothes to survive? Absolutely, right? And we wouldn't be able to be warm or covered, or we wouldn't be protected from the hot sun if we didn't have something on our body. So, clothing is a need that we have to have. How about shelter? Our homes. God even takes care of the animals, and the animals even have a place, a shelter that they are protected from the cold wind or maybe other predators. And people need shelter. We need a home or an apartment or a place that we live. That is a need. And what I love about our God, first grade, is that He promises to take care of all of our needs. He helps our parents work really hard. He gives us just the money that we need to provide for just the food that we have, the water, the clothing, and our homes that we have to live in. And God says He will take care of those needs. So that's what a need is. It's what we have to live. Will you say that with me? A need is something we have to live. That's what a need is. But is a want the same thing? Hmm. Wants are really cool. Wants are things that we have that we like to have, things that maybe make our life easier, make our life more enjoyable, but we don't need them to survive. We don't need them to live. Wants are things like our telephone. I mean, I have my telephone sitting here and I love my telephone. I can call my mom, I can check my emails, and it sure does make my life easier. But I do not need to have a cell phone or a telephone to live. I could actually live without it, although I don't really want to. So a cell phone or a telephone is a want. But I bet you if you just even right now looked around your kitchen or your playroom or your living room, you'll probably see some things around there that you have that you really enjoy, that make your life really fun, but you probably could live without it. How about your TV? Is your TV something that you really love having? You can watch your cartoons, but you don't really need it to live. That's a want. What else do you see around your room, your house, your kitchen that you might go, that's a want, not a need? Something I could live without. Toys, games, maybe video games. Those are wants. Wants are things we love to have, but we do not need to live. Can you say that with me? Wants are things we love to have, but we do not need to live. All right, so, but wants. Another thing I love about our God is He often gives us wants, even though we don't need Him to live. In the Bible it says, every good and every perfect gift is from above. So, all those, the TVs, the cell phones, the games, all these things that we have that are wants that really make our life fun, God gave us those things as well. Now, He promises to take care of our needs and He will give us our needs, but our wants, He doesn't always promise He's going to give them to us, but He's a good Father and He often gives us our wants as well. Your parents work hard to provide for you some wants as well too. So needs, things we need to have to, that we have to live or survive. Wants are things that just really make our life enjoyable, that we really like having, but we do not need them to live. So think about what you wrote on that board, the first board that you wrote on. Did you know that there was a difference between a need and a want? If you didn't, now do you know there's a difference between a need and a want? You're going to watch a video on needs and wants, and then you're going to be deciding what are some things that you want. What are some things that you need? And it could be there are other needs that are on that I didn't list that we do need. I think about my son. He has a sickness, and so he needs a certain medication to live. So for him, that medication would be a need. So we'll be thinking about other needs or wants that maybe we talked about or maybe we didn't talk about that you have, and you're going to share those with us at the end of the Nearpod.